What's going on, guys? Jackson from Twin Finance. Today I'm going to talk to you about dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is an investing technique most commonly used to invest into funds. Dollar cost averaging is when you take a set portion or a predetermined amount of money, whether it's every 2 weeks when you get your paycheck or at the end of each month, you take that predetermined amount monthly and you put it into a fund or multiple funds. So you can you can do this through mutual funds, which is probably the most common way. Mutual funds, which include like index funds, things of that nature. So at the end of each month, say $400 goes into this mutual fund. So what's the advantage of dollar cost averaging is, guys, is when it's more expensive and it's doing better, you're gonna accumulate less shares, yes, but when it does drop off and it's doing worse and the fund's cheaper, you're going to accumulate more shares. So what this dollar cost average does for you over time is it gives you the average return rate automatically, because you're buying in at all times, whether the fund is expensive or cheap in relative to what its pricing is. So if it's cheaper, you're going to accumulate more shares, like I said. And when you accumulate those shares at a cheaper value, those shares are going to appreciate at a higher value than those shares that you bought at a more expensive price. So let's look at an example here. So let's leave that. Example number one. So example number one. I'm going to keep it really simple. So say the first month, January, you put in $400, and say the fund was, say, $100. So you got four shares, right? So you got 4 shares. Okay, now let's say in February, it's probably not going to happen with funds, but let's just say you put in $400 again, but this time the fund was $50. So you got eight shares. Now, what the really cool part is about this is it doesn't even have to return to the initial $100 value when you first bought in to break even on your investment. Now that you've accumulated 4 shares at $100 and 8 shares at $50, the fund only would need to return to $75 for you to break even. So if it returned to $76, you're already in profit, and it's not even close to where you started initially investing. That's pretty much the magic of dollar cost averaging, and it'll always get you the average return rate over time, which is a good investing technique for people who aren't going to want to monitor prices and pay a lot of attention to their investment portfolios, and they don't want to research all the time and do their crazy analysis and everything like that. They just want to make sure they're investing at all times, get that average return rate, build a good portfolio over a long period of time. And if you're going to want to do that, I suggest dollar cost averaging if you don't want to be an avid investor. And this is a great technique for building retirement portfolios, education portfolios for your kids, anything. It'll work over time, guys, if you invest into the right funds. And if you want more information on things of that nature, be sure to subscribe to the channel and watch other videos for information. Thank you, and have a great day.